Ang visible na pang-financial na problem, if I may speak in both Filipino and English, ang pinaka-urgent na makita mo kaagad, of course, is the deficit. Kasi as of end of May, ang deficit natin umabot na ng 162 billion pesos. Now, sa end ng first quarter, ang deficit natin ay 131. So, palaki ng palaki. And considering ito, nakakabahala talaga dahil for the first 3 months, ang nakolekt na revenue natin ay 265 billion. Tapos ang ating debt service ay 300 billion. So ibig sabihin, pambayad pa lang ng utang, kulang na yung kita ng ating pamahalaan.
Which leads me to ask, ma'am.
Yes.
Tingin mo ba kung talagang gagawin lang ng Bureau of Internal Revenue and Bureau of Customs, kung talagang they will really do their jobs as they ought to do, don't you think we would have more than enough funds?
I would think so. Isa pa, kasi nangungulekta tayo halimbawa ng value-added tax. But at the same time, nagbibigay tayo ng mga malalaking tax exemptions, mga privileges, mga perks. So, halimbawa, last year, sumulat mismo ang Secretary ng Finance na they expected to collect for 2009, 75 billion pesos in VAT. Pero ang mawawala namang revenue dahil nag-reduce ng taxes sa corporate sector, nagbigay ng perks, mga exemptions, etc. 95 billion. Kaya kung negosyo yan, maliwanag na lugi.
So,
yun ang maabutan ni Noy.
Para po sa kaalaman ng ating mga kababayan. Dahil alam niyo po, pagpasok nitong bagong administrasyon, Sir Ma'am, ay mataas masyado expectasyon.
Yes.
So, in
mayroon ng utang na naghihintay.
Yes, ma'am. So, in view of this financial soundness or not soundness, ibig sabihin po pala, yung mga ine-expect na mga mamamayan, alam niyo naman, nag-expect ng quick remedy sa lahat ng problems hindi natin mararanasan perhaps in the next several months?
Sa palagay ko, baka may kahirapan kasi in the first place, the new president will assume in July.
Yes, ma'am.
Ang budget na gagamitin niya, yung natira sa 2010 budget. Yung budget na yan, malaki na ang deficit. Aabot na siguro ng mga 200 billion yung deficit na yan by the time that he assumes. At saka kailangan makita, ano pang natira doon sa budget? Kasi alam naman natin na we had elections recently concluded. Pagkatapos, ang major question, this is related to your question tungkol sa cabinet. Hindi naman personalan ito. Palagay ko yung mga cabinet members, mga professional naman. Pero ano sa tingin natin ang magiging solusyon na i-forward nila? Kasi ngayon, ang mga multilaterals nag-a-advise sa presidente na kailangan para makakuha kaagad ng pera dahil kukulangin ang pera, pataasan ang value-added tax o mag-pass ng mga bagong taxes. Tapos, kung yun din ang iniisip, kasi dalawang paraan yan, you either pass direct taxes sa income, kuliktahin mo yung hindi nagbabayad, o magpataw ka ng value-added. Ang value-added tax, matatamaan ang lahat ng tao.
Of course,
tapos yung, pero yung income tax, yung may mataas na income lang ang matamaan. So, doon mo magkita kung saan nanggagaling ang isang cabinet member.
And a lot would depend also kung sinong i-appoint yung President-elect ngayon na magiging BIR chief.
Yes.
And commissioner ng Bureau of Customs.
Yes.
As well as the head of the other revenue-generating agencies.
Yes.
And finance.
Sir,
And Department of Finance.
Department of Finance kasi tax policy manggagaling mag-initiate sa finance.
Yes, sir. In addition po doon sa sinabi ni ma'am, so can we expect additional taxes in the next few months?
Whatever the president had, or the president-elect had promised before, that he was not going to increase taxes. I think most of his advisors right now, especially just looking at, they're going to tell him to increase the value-added tax. No? And now, and I heard him the other time when he was being interviewed, he says, yes, I said I was not going to raise taxes, but only if we don't have a budget deficit, which means it's a qualification, which means he's going to. Now, we better be prepared for this. Now, I just wanted to touch on this value-added tax, because the value-added tax
Hits everybody.
hits everybody. The concept of taxation, because that was our line in the field of accountancy,
Yes,
and
yes, sir.
the concept of taxation is you tax those that are making income. You tax those that have properties.
Those who have more in life should be taxed more.
Well, not just that. Those that are, you give to Caesar what is Caesar's, right?
Yes,
And those that are employed pay taxes. But the indirect taxes or the value-added tax and subsequent EVATs, hits everyone, whether you are employed or not, whether you're too young or too old, as long as you consume, you pay the taxes, right? And this is the most efficient way
Yes.
of collecting taxes, because it is not the consumer that pays the taxes. It's the one who adds on to the price that's supposed to pay the taxes, right? And that's why, to me, this so-called inefficient method of collecting taxes may be a certain amount, but in terms of efficiency, I don't think right now you will find any more efficient method of imposing taxes than the value-added tax. But I say this not because I am agreeable to the value-added tax, but because I am precisely also warning the people, you be prepared because the prices of goods are going to go
At
up.
ang mas kawawa dito yung mga
Yes.
maliliit.
Taong bayan.
Yes, kasi ang income tax, babayaran nila. Ang hirap ang kukolektahin yan ng mga may income. Pero yung value-added tax, may kita ka o hindi talaga. At saka hindi mo ma-avoid. You can avoid
Whether
income
you like
tax.
it or not.
You can
Actually, ma'am, ito
refuse
po-
to pay it if you want to.
Yes, ma'am.
Pero ang value-added tax, for as long as you will eat, you will have transport, you have a roof over your head, from birth to death, hanggang mamatay ka,
Yan.
bayad ka ng value-added
Kasi
tax.
nakatuck-in na yan. It's
Oo.
built-in.
Yes, yes.
Yun po sir ang kagandahan nitong ganito dahil at least nalalaman po ng publiko. Kasi po they are expecting something para bang andito na.
Oo.
So at least po from the point of view of somebody nang galing na sa gobyerno and kayo po ngayon ay talagang mga kilalang economists at saka finance experts. So nakikita po pala talaga natin na hindi ito ganun kadali itong pagpasok ng bagong administration.
And therefore, yung mga ekspektasyon ng karamihan na there will be really change na which will benefit them, madadampen of course. Dapat maging realistic din sila because there will be more taxes kung ganun nga ang
Pero Tito Joe,
mangyayari.
ma'am, sir, before po tayo mag-go deeper sa ating discussion, napakadami po tayong tatalakayan. Kami po muna ay mag-break.